Dreams are super unrealistic, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. But before I do that, I do want to let you know I'm in Port Aransas right now on a family trip, and I kind of just wrote everything down that I want to talk to you guys about. I was watching a couple videos, but yeah, Port Aransas, bro, awesome. But I'm gonna tell you exactly why your dreams are unrealistic. I've been writing this down for a little bit, and it's something I've been thinking about a lot, but I'm gonna help you change that today. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end, because yeah, I mean, I'm gonna literally tell you how to make your dreams unrealistic to very realistic. So a lot of people say your dreams are unrealistic, and to a certain point they are correct, because without a plan your dreams will always stay unrealistic. But before we get into that topic, bro, I want to say Port Aransas is lovely, bro. I love it here. It feels good. I'm making a video outside. I just added Celsius and I'm like super up, and I want to make this video today. But yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I've been writing it down and everything. But your dreams, for when I first started this whole entrepreneur journey, you know, I was literally just telling myself, oh, I want to be a millionaire, and that's it. That's all I would say. And so I saw the error in thinking like that, because hang on, I saw the error in thinking like that because, bro, you're here at a certain point in life. You're broke, you're unfit, whatever, and you want to be in this point in life. You're fit, you're a millionaire, you're everything. You're literally everything you want to be in life. You can't just say, oh, I'm broke, I'm fit, but I'm gonna be fit and a millionaire, if you don't have like an actual plan to get there. Without a plan, your dreams are always just gonna stay dreams. So you gotta have like a certain strategy, a certain way you're gonna get there, because like I said, without a plan, without a strategy, they're always gonna be dreams. So when people tell you your dreams are unrealistic and you don't have a plan of actually how you're gonna get there, they're right. I mean, they're not lying to you. Your dreams are unrealistic. One thing I want you to try to do in the next coming weeks is, if you want to become, you know, you don't even have to become a millionaire or something. You don't even have to want to do anything like financial, entrepreneur wise. If you just want to have a certain, if you aspire to be something, you know, literally sit down with yourself and talk to yourself how you're actually going to get there. Because the lack of plans, you can wish all you want, you're never going to get there, because they're always going to stay, you know, dreams. So the way I did it, I want to put an example is, if I were to become a millionaire, because I want to be a millionaire, I will become the first millionaire in my family. I have a plan. Okay, you guys know this, like, bang on. If you don't know, I'm gonna try to do Amazon FBA. It's a business model. If you don't know what Amazon FBA is, and that's not what this video is about, you can go look that up on your own time. But I'm trying to get into this business model called Amazon FBA. There's a lot of successors and there's a lot of proof of concept with Amazon FBA. Kevin Pack, Ecom Side Hustle, they all do Amazon FBA, right? Okay, if I want to be a millionaire, a job is never gonna get me to that point in life, right? If I want to have all these cars, if I want to have this huge house, the way I'm going right now is not going to get me there. I created this plan, and literally my whole plan is, okay, I'm going to work this job. I'm trying to get this new 9 to 5 right now, and that new 9 to 5 is going to be a giant stepping stone into what I really want to do in the future. So I'm going to get that job, and then when I get that job, I'm going to just literally just stack money. Stack much as money as I can. The minimum 5K, because to get into Amazon FBA is around like 5K. So I'm going to stack 5K or more, and I'll buy the products, but I do everything I do. Like I said, that's not what this video is about. But anyways, that's step one of the plan, bro. It's get the job. That's step one. The way I'm gonna get that is, there's really no way to get it. You just gotta be patient and just keep putting applications, right? So getting that job, stack 5K, use that 5K, put it into Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA becomes successful. I'm making money through content, Amazon FBA, and other sources, right? So literally, that is I'm not gonna say it's a foolproof plan, because obviously I'm not gonna tell you my entire plan, but for the most part, that's kind of how I have an idea of how I'm going to get there. And for the most part, that's better than 99% of people, because like I said, a lot of people want to become millionaires. Everybody in the world wants to be a millionaire. Who doesn't, you know? Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone has to have free time. Everyone wants to wake up whenever they want. You know, everybody wants that, right? But you got to understand, to get there, bro, you got to have an idea of how you're gonna get there. Because one thing I've noticed about people is, I've asked them, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And people just can't tell me. People just don't know. So if you were to ask people, like someone like me, where do I see myself in 5 years? Oh, I'm making at least 100K a month. Making at least 100K a month, probably 80K profit or something like that, you know, around the ballpark. You know, 100K a month. I have one of my dream cars. I live on a house on the beach, you know, or I live in a Miami high-rise, or I live in a high-rise, or I live in Austin. You know, I can tell you where I see my life in the next 5 years. And will it be exactly to that, you know, standard? I don't know. You know, I really don't know how life is going to go. But I have an idea of where I want to be. And that is what people lack. If it sounds like I'm yapping, please read between the lines, because I'm dropping like a lot of game here. I don't know. Because I see, like I said, I see this in a lot of people. It's like you can ask them where they see this stuff in 5 years, and they genuinely cannot answer your question because they don't even know. You know, like they have no idea where they're gonna be in the next 5 years. They have no idea what they're gonna do tomorrow. If you take anything away from this video, take this away. Have a plan, have a strategy on how you're gonna get there. Because without plans and without a strategy, your dreams will stay dreams forever. You can wish on a star all you want, but if you don't have a solid plan of how you're gonna get there, then it's never gonna come true. So when people tell you your dreams are unrealistic, they're not lying. They're not lying. And another topic I want to talk about is sticking to the plan. People can't stick to the plan. Literally every single time. And I've caught myself doing this a lot. I will come up with a solid plan of how I'm gonna get there. Oh, it gets a little bit hard. I switch plans. And then I'm back to zero. I'm right back to zero. Right back to where I start. So bro, stick to the plan. Stick to it. Stick to the plan. Because you never know. If the plan doesn't work, you're never gonna know until you stick to the plan fully. And I wanna tell you this. Every business model works. Probably some better than others. But every business model works. Literally. You just gotta stick to a business model. No matter which one it is. Reselling, dropshipping, Amazon FBA, day trading, whatever. Stick to something. Literally just stick to it. Because if you can't stick to something, bro, don't expect to get very far in life. Just for the simple fact is if you keep switching plans, you're gonna always be back at zero. So think of 5 plans. Oh, you know, literally, okay, you're plan 1. Oh, it doesn't work, boom, you switch. Now you're back at 0. Oh, it doesn't work, switch, you're back at 0. Oh, it doesn't work, now you're back at 0. You're gonna keep going back to 0 if you don't stick to one plan. And I've caught myself doing this. So I'm sticking to one plan, sticking to one thing, and I'm gonna make it work. No matter what happens, no matter what people tell me, I'm gonna make it work. Because I have to now, you know? Because I've switched to plans to way too much. So, it's another thing, bro. It's unrealistic if you don't have a plan. It's unrealistic if you don't stick to the plan. And it's gonna be super unrealistic if you can't even tell yourself what you're gonna do tomorrow, what you're gonna do in the next year, what you're gonna do in the next 5 years. So make sure you have a solid plan. Make sure you stick to the plan. And make sure your plan works. Make sure it's not an unrealistic plan. You can't say, oh, by tomorrow, I'm gonna have $1 million. Doesn't work that way, bro. Sorry to tell you. And for the people out there who don't think that like a job is worth it, bro, get you a job. Literally, this is a little off topic of there. Get you a job. Because what that job literally can help you with so much when it comes to like business models and stuff. That's kind of what I want to talk about today. There's not really a lot to this, but I'm just gonna make a video, you know. But yeah, bro, that's kind of what I was saying. Just stick to the plan. Your dreams are gonna be unrealistic if you don't stick to it, you know. So like I said, that's my plan, right? I came up with a plan a couple of weeks ago and I'm stuck to it. Getting this job, stack 5K, put in Amazon FBA, make sure Amazon FBA works, work out the kinks. Obviously the plan is way deeper than that, but that's kind of where that's kind of the idea of it, right? Still make content, try to monetize the content, try to grow my personal brand while I'm doing all this stuff. And also I want to say this. The plan does not have to be super complicated, bro. It doesn't. Like, a lot of people think they gotta have this like super in-depth plan of how they're gonna get here. Like, it doesn't, bro. I mean, the more you can break it down, the better, obviously. But like, your plan doesn't have to be super complicated, bro. Like, if you want to get fit, all you gotta do is just go to the gym, eat less. If you want to lose weight, eat less, move more. It's simple. Is it easy? No, I mean, no. Nothing is really easy, you know. But it's simple. You want to start a business. Well, stack enough money to get that starting capital of whatever that business is, you know, some more than others. Use that money. Obviously, it's not going to be successful your first try. Learn how to make it successful and just keep doing it till it works. And then boom, you got a business. It's almost like, you know, oh, you want to get a new phone. Save your money. Stop spending on stuff you don't need. But yeah, it doesn't need to be complicated. You know, all this stuff is very simple, bro. Life is very simple. You know, it's like do the work, keep doing the work, maintain the work, and everything you want will be yours. I mean, that's kind of the key to life, you know? If you want to gain weight, eat more while still moving so you can keep muscle and don't get fat. But like, just eat more. Dude, that's it. You know? You want to make content, post. That's it. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. You don't need none of that. You don't, just post. Moral of the story is your dreams are gonna be unrealistic if you don't make them realistic. Bro, I can tell you I want to be a unicorn, you know? But if I don't tell you how I'm gonna become a unicorn, you're just gonna look at me and be like, how the hell are you gonna become a unicorn? But if I broke it down to you and told you the chemical, you know, whatever, the machine I built that's gonna turn me to a unicorn, you're gonna be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. You know, so even if you don't have a plan, but if you can share this with your family members, your friends, everything, literally tell them, okay, if your family member comes to you and says you have a big dream, okay, why are you gonna get there? That's all you gotta ask. If they say, well, I don't know, they're bullshit. That's it, they're bullshit. It's just talk, it's gonna be talk. So don't be like them, don't do that, and make sure if you have a plan, stick to it, and make sure you just make it work, bro. Everything works. Every business model works, dog. Every business model works. I don't know how I can get that ingrained in your head. You don't have to keep switching, because if you keep switching, you'll be back at zero and you'll stay stagnant. And you're not moving at all, even if you feel like it. So that's all I gotta say. Yeah, vlog coming soon, maybe. More videos soon.